Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Chase and Savannah Chrisley dump Nanny Faye, Lindsie steps in. Aside from Chloe and Grayson, Chrisley knows best fans were also deeply concerned with what would happen to Nanny Faye after Todd and Julie landed behind bars. Fans took comfort in knowing Chase Chrisley had a very close relationship with his grandmother, and they hoped he would step up to take proper care of her. As fans know, Chase Chrisley did step up and take Nanny Faye to her doctor appointments involving her cancer. It was actually Chase who took to social media to tell Chrisley knows best fans Nanny Faye was officially cancer-free a while back. Sadly, Nanny Faye hasn't really surfaced much on social media since. Other than an appearance with Chloe on Savannah's podcast, fans just haven't seen very much of her. Where is Nanny Faye? How is she doing? Shockingly, it is Todd Chrisley's oldest daughter Lindsie who has the update on Nanny Faye, and it appears as if she stepped up to take care of her grandmother after Chase and Savannah dropped the ball. Chase and Savannah Chrisley dump Nanny Faye, Lindsie steps in. Nanny Faye was a guest on the most recent episode of Lindsie Chrisley's podcast, The Southern Tea. Early on in the podcast, Nanny Faye revealed that she was living with Lindsie. The topic came up when Lindsie asked Nanny if she listened to podcasts or knew anything about them. Nanny Faye reminded her granddaughter that she is an older woman and she doesn't even know where to go to listen to podcasts. Nanny proceeded to clarify that it all just rolls off her back. Then, she explains she doesn't really need to listen to Lindsie's podcast because she lives with her and hears what she's going to talk about every day. The conversation left fans scratching their heads as they didn't understand why Savannah and Chase dumped Nanny Faye on Lindsie. While Lindsie hasn't always been a fan favorite, they were happy to see she stepped up to give Nanny Faye the extra support she needs with Todd and Julie behind bars. As fans know, it was revealed that Julie Chrisley was Nanny's primary caregiver prior to landing behind bars. So fans are happy to learn someone has stepped into that role. The Chrisley family has always been defined by its unusual mix of Southern charm, fiery banter, and strong personalities. From Todd Chrisley's razor-sharp quips to Nanny Faye's endearing mischief, viewers of Chrisley Knows Best felt like they were watching an eccentric but close-knit family hold itself together despite endless chaos. But behind the laughs and glossy reality TV edit, there have always been undercurrents of tension, especially when it comes to who steps up and who falls short in caring for family members during times of trial. Recently, whispers emerged from those close to the Chrisleys, suggesting that Chase and Savannah, who once promised to hold the family torch high while their parents served prison time, may be quietly stepping away from the responsibility of looking after their beloved grandmother, Nanny Faye, and in a twist that no one saw coming, estranged daughter Lindsie Chrisley, who was long on the outs with Todd, might be inching into the role. The burden of responsibility. When Todd and Julie Chrisley were sent away, much of the public assumed Savannah, the fiercely independent daughter who became guardian of her younger brother Grayson and niece Chloe, would naturally take on the additional role of overseeing Nanny Faye's day-to-day needs. For a while, that seemed to be the case. Savannah posted videos of outings with her grandmother, moments where Faye teased her granddaughter about dating, and the occasional late-night snack adventure that made fans smile. Chase, meanwhile, was portrayed as the comic relief, the grandson who loved Nanny Faye but wasn't always reliable when it came to showing up on time or remembering errands. Still, his bond with his grandmother seemed genuine, even if somewhat inconsistent. But insiders now claim both Chase and Savannah are spread too thin to keep up with the demands of caring for Nanny Faye. Between Savannah's podcast, public appearances, Chloe's schooling, and Chase's real estate ventures, the siblings may have felt forced to make a painful choice. They love their grandmother dearly, said one source, but they're both overwhelmed. They feel like they've been parenting, working, and trying to salvage their own lives while the weight of everything falls on their shoulders. A surprising contender, Lindsie. Enter Lindsie Chrisley, the eldest daughter, who once publicly disowned her father and became embroiled in bitter family feuds has been cautiously rebuilding a bridge with parts of her family. While Todd's feelings toward her remain complicated, Lindsie has quietly reestablished bonds with her grandmother, who never stopped extending a hand to her estranged
Nanny
Faye expressed heartbreak over the estrangement. In private, she reportedly told friends that a grandmother never gives up on her babies, and often reminded Todd that family grudges don't last in heaven, so they shouldn't last on earth either. Those close to the family say that Faye's unconditional love toward Lindsie may have planted the seeds for the unexpected reconciliation now unfolding. In recent weeks, Lindsie has been spotted more frequently with her grandmother. The two have attended small community events, and some claim she has begun accompanying Nanny Faye to medical appointments. The pair were even rumored to have spent a quiet weekend together at Lindsie's home, away from the drama swirling in Nashville. The shift that shocked fans. For longtime fans of Chrisley knows best, the idea of Chase and Savannah dumping Nanny Faye feels like betrayal. After all, Nanny Faye was often the comedic anchor of the show, whether she was sneaking off to the casino, pulling pranks, or reminding everyone that life was about enjoying simple pleasures. The thought that her care might now fall to the very daughter who was once considered the black sheep flips the family script entirely. It raises questions. Have Chase and Savannah really stepped back, or are these claims exaggerated? Is Lindsie truly stepping in out of love? Or is this her way of inching back into the family spotlight now that Todd and Julie aren't there to block her path? Speculation abounds. Some fans argue that Chase and Savannah are doing the best they can and that Nanny Faye, fiercely independent, may not need the kind of full-time care people assume. Others believe this transition has been brewing for months, pointing to Savannah's exhaustion and Chase's growing absence from family-centered posts. Nanny Faye's voice in the matter. If there's one thing clear about Nanny Faye, it's that she rarely allows herself to be controlled by anyone, even her strong-willed son Todd. At 80-something, she's shown more resilience than most. Friends say she's been vocal about not wanting to feel like a burden to her grandchildren. She tells everyone she doesn't want the kids to give up their lives for her, a source explained. She's proud, she's funny, and she wants to live with dignity. If Lindsie is stepping in, it may be because Faye asked her to, not because Chase or Savannah abandoned her. Indeed, those who know Faye say she's enjoyed reconnecting with Lindsie because their relationship feels less weighted by duty and more centered on companionship. Unlike Savannah, who juggles school runs and podcasts, or Chase, who's often distracted with his own ventures, Lindsie reportedly approaches her time with her grandmother as sacred, unrushed, and free from family drama. The family fell out. Of course, nothing in the Chrisley universe happens without sparks flying. Rumors suggest that Savannah is not entirely thrilled about Lindsie's re-entry into Nanny Faye's life. Old wounds don't heal quickly, and Savannah, who has been carrying much of the family burden, may feel undermined by her half-sister's sudden involvement. Chase, on the other hand, seems more indifferent. If Lindsie wants to step up, that's fine, he allegedly told a friend. As long as Grandma's happy, that's what matters. The biggest question remains how Todd, calling home from prison, will react to the shift. Sources close to the family say he may feel conflicted, grateful that his mother has someone by her side, yet suspicious of Lindsie's motives. Todd's relationship with his eldest daughter has always been marked by distrust, and it may take more than good intentions to convince him this change is genuine. What this means for the Chrisleys' future. The Chrisley family has survived scandal, imprisonment, and public scrutiny, but the heart of the family has always been Nanny Faye. Her health, happiness, and spirit symbolize the glue holding them together. If Chase and Savannah truly are stepping back, the decision doesn't necessarily spell abandonment. It may reflect the reality of young adults trying to manage impossible circumstances.